Somewhere in Delta State, Nigeria, a single mom is seeking justice for her 13-year-old daughter that went to spend the holidays with her father. Now, let it be known that this father in question abandoned this woman when the girl was a baby. Her name is Davina. He abandoned this woman and the new baby and moved on with his life. In fact, he got married, he had his fresh family, he moved on. This Davina of a girl at first was with the lady's mom, who was, helping her to take care of her while she, tried to get something doing for her life. After which she now started taking care of her child by herself. And for 13 freaking years, this man didn't ask a beg, where on a day, how on a day. This woman single-handedly raised her daughter. And somehow this man got to find out that, oh, this girl is grown. She's beautiful now. Wow. Really, Davina's mom did so well. It wasn't what he was expecting. Probably he was expecting maybe to hear the baby had died, or he was expecting for her to come crawling, begging and all that. But somehow, wow, she won. And he couldn't stand it. He went to tell her, to beg her, you try, she's looking good, blah, blah, blah. And this woman, I agreed. In fact, the praises were entering, and she was like, yes, so I try you. And the annoying man asked for the girl to come for holiday so that they can bond together, father-daughter relationship. And this woman agreed because she had been brainwashed to believe that her existence must be attached to pleasing men. Otherwise, her existence is vain. Someone that abandoned you and this baby for 13 years, has a wife now, has his own family, came to ask for the girl to come for holiday. And you thought, in her words, she thought he had changed. You allowed your 13-year-old daughter to spend holiday with this man. Okay, school is resuming. Ngwano, Davina should start coming back home so that she can resume school. And she even said the family of this guy had called her to tell the girl she's not going to see the girl again. They have to keep the girl and train her by themselves and blah, 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 all those stuff. She ignored all these signs, and Davina needs to bond with her father. If not, I will go to hell. And Davina, I'm going to come back home. That was the end. Only for her to hear, oh, she's dead though, we're about to bury her. And she went there. She went to the family house of this man, and according to the story, the relatives beat her up and pointed a grave for her that was where Davina had been buried. Make I laugh before I forget. Because these people, they look faces. Nigeria will say, person they look face before they try some kind nonsense. Like, they look faces before they go try some kind things. Because I can't even imagine, like, where the person won't get the audacity from to even try that kind of nonsense with somebody like me. See, abusers, they select their victims. They check thoroughly, they check and cross-check. In fact, overcheck and undercheck, and choose their victims before they strike. Because I can never understand how somebody had shown you 13 years ago that you don't mean shit, this baby don't mean shit, moved on with his life, reappeared 13 years later, and you thought he had changed? Seriously? Do men change? No, they don't change. Listen, as a single mom, listen very carefully. As a single mom, if a man abandons you, whether during pregnancy or after you've given birth to your baby, that man has no rights in that child's life. Let me repeat myself. I don't care what your society is telling you. I don't care what your church says. I don't care what your religion says. In fact, I don't care what your family is saying. But if a man shows you that he doesn't care about you and that baby when you are pregnant, believe him. Do not ever try to force any relationship whatsoever. In fact, don't even believe them when they come crawling back begging to spend time with this baby, because if they truly wanted the baby, they would have been there. A man that abandons you and your baby when you're pregnant or you've given birth has no place in that child's life. And again, you have no right whatsoever to name that child after that man. Listen very carefully. This is a mistake a lot of people make, and it always comes back to backfire, to bite them. A man abandons you, moves on with his life. You're stuck with the pregnancy, with the baby, with the stigma, everything. You raise the baby all by yourself, and somehow he crawls out from nowhere later to tell you that, oh, he needs to spend time with the baby. He needs to bond with the baby. And you believe him that he cares. If anything happens to that child, it's on you. I don't even understand. With the pain you go through, someone will come and show you they don't care, and you make excuses in your head for them. How do you people do these things, please? Because I'm really pissed off. 13 years old girl, when you've suffered for 13 years to take care of this child, and someone who has a family asks you to send the girl over for holiday to bond, and you sent your daughter? How? And you're seeking justice in Nigeria of all countries? You actually believe that there will be justice for the girl? Oh, women, when will you people start thinking about yourselves for once? We know that, yes, we were taught a lot of things. But as an adult, as a human being, it is your duty to unlearn and face reality in certain things. You can't just keep doing these things at the detriment of innocent children's lives. If a man shows you he doesn't care, he doesn't care. Leave him alone. If anything happens, he will remind you that he had already told you he didn't want this, but you were forcing it. Why? Because the society had told you, oh, the child needs their father. Oh, they need a father figure. Oh, your own figure is disfigured. You're not of importance, except that man is in her life, in the baby's life. You are nothing. And you believe them after all your sacrifices? Hey, hell no. People should learn to do better and know better. You don't give the society the right to ruin you like that. A man that didn't care 13 years ago can't change. He's on a mission. He couldn't break you 13 years ago. And saying that, oh, this girl has grown to be beautiful, that means you've really done well. You're doing well. He couldn't break you then. So the best thing now is to break you through this girl. You think a lot of men care about their children? A lot of men just have children because the society needs the proof that they are not impotent. They just have children because they need a weapon to hold you on ransom as a woman. A lot of men, especially Nigerian men. So when you are handling this kind of issues, you should use your number 6. The life of your child as a single parent, the life of your child, the safety of your child is a priority, whether you like it or not. You don't have to be in everybody's good book. at the detriment of your child's safety and happiness. In fact, at the detriment of your child's life. Because I cannot even understand. When it comes to your child, it is your duty as the mom to protect your child. You don't go pleasing society and risk your child's life. You don't go pleasing your church or friends or colleagues or family members at the detriment of your child's life. No child forced you to give birth to them. No child begged to be burned. They were on their own. It be you going yash where you no use condom, where belle enter. So whatever responsibility that comes with it, you have to take it. The minute you decide to keep the pregnancy, that minute you understand that the child comes first. So whatever decision you want to make, you have to make sure that you make a decision that would not jeopardize that child's safety. You would make sure that the decision you're taking has to do with your child being happy. As a mom, as a single mom, you have to protect your children. And how do you protect your children? By protecting yourself. Don't go pleasing the society and risk the lives of yourself and the kids. Because if anything happens to you, your children are done for. So if at any time a man decides to be a deadbeat, that should be the end of him in your life and that child's life. He never change. He would never change. What you deserve is a kind partner. So if anybody decides to abandon an unborn baby or a new baby or a child, there is nothing like kindness in their dictionary. So even 100 years time, they are not gonna change. So don't ever think that, because the years the people have changed. They don't change. Kindness is inbuilt. It is from childhood. They don't learn it in school. They don't develop it. They don't grow, create it out of maturity. No. An unkind person is an unkind person. Anybody that doesn't have compassion for a baby cannot have compassion for a grown-up. Now this woman is seeking justice because, bring back Davina. Davina is nowhere to be found. They even beat you up. The man ran away. The good news is police has caught him, and he was now saying, the stepwife came and poisoned them, that he went out. When he got back, he had issues with the stepwife, with the new wife, with his wife actually, and then that's Davina's stepmom. So the woman left the house. To tell you how terrible the man is, even to the new family. So that the woman left the house, but that day he came back, and Davina said the woman came, that she came to pick some things and left again. So that he ate beans with Davina. The beans that was in the house, he ate it with her when he got back that night. So that he ate the beans and his stomach was paining him, and then he took red oil and went to sleep. So it was when he woke up and he found that Davina was still lifeless, where the same place that he left her. That was when he realized what had happened. So why did you run away? Someone wired your daughter according to you, and you couldn't rush to the police station, make a report, start looking for where to find your wife. You rather ran away. No, you rather buried the child without even calling her mother. Without even calling the mother that handed you over. You see why sometimes you don't need peace. You need to use violence. Violence, according to these people. You need to use violence. Because if this woman had maintained her stand, surely the child, 13 years ago, he died. So go. The place where you did since 13 years, I bet continue the day there. Highest, he will call you a bitter single mother. It be their language that. This, that. Yes. You must not be in people's good book. So if this woman had been strict and kept that child away, she'd be that child for be alive today. But in a society where the men's ego needs to be pampered all the time, their ego, you need to caress it so that your existence as a woman can be validated. You had to let your daughter that you've been struggling with the whole time, you had to let her go and spend holidays with a man that you know that has a wife. How many people in this life has ever been so nice to their stepkids in Nigeria? How many? With the cases of stepmothers maltreating their stepkids and killing them and all that's going on every day on social media, you still allowed your daughter to go on holiday, to spend holiday with a man that abandoned. There's a difference. So there's a difference between co-parenting. If both of them were co-parenting in peace, everybody must not end up in marriage. So if you have a child together, the right thing to do, if you don't want to marry, you co-parent in peace, right? If he had co-parented with her all these years, and the girl is spending time with you spending time with him and all that, it's a different thing. So when you say, okay, go and visit them, or I'm going to visit them, you understand, yes, they are used to it. But out of nowhere, you allowed your daughter to go and visit someone that has a wife now. What exactly were you thinking, madam? This thing pained me because it's something that could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. That girl would have been alive today if the mother had prioritized the girl's safety. If the mother had not had memory loss of everything she has gone through in this life since 13 years. If the mother had not tried so hard to be in anybody's good book, that child would be here today. But we are not ready for this kind of conversations. Single parenting is not a joke. I see people, when I see people talk ill about single parents, single mothers especially, I laugh. I shake my head. I say, these ones are sick. They are not all right. Because if both parents raised people that are reasoning like this, then we have a problem. They have no right whatsoever to say anything about single mothers. Because they are not well raised. Zero emotional intelligence. Why would I want to raise kids with a man and the kids will end up going on social media to stigmatize single mothers? I felt as if that one day I'm childless with that. Nothing beats raising emotionally intelligent children to become adults. The society will be safer. The sacrifices that come with single motherhood is not a joke. And the worst part, everybody expects is a normal thing. It's supposed to be normal. But let there be one single dad somewhere. He'll be glorified, pitied. The society would. In fact, he needs a wife as soon as possible. He needs someone to take care of the child with him, blah, blah, blah. But if it's a single mom, she doesn't even deserve to be with any man because why? That is the society we live in. That is the society you as a single mom wants to dictate for you. You should prioritize yourself, your mental health, your kids' life, safety, happiness before the damn society. Create your own society and live in it. Everybody would adjust. That's what I did, and it worked perfectly well for me. Everybody will be fine. A lot of people have gone through Shege Pro Max because of stigmatization. A lot of women buy in marriages these days because they don't want to end up being single parents, single moms. Why do we do this? Always remember that your child comes first as a single mom, especially if you are single-handedly taking care of that child. I remember very well when my daughter needed to start school. I lost I had a Togolese and a Ghanaian designer at my office in Abuja. So they made away with my industrial sewing machines. Then, of course, I relocated. I moved to Asaba because of Buhari and election and all that. So it was more like starting life over, kind of. So when it was time. I was not really boxed up because I rented a new apartment and I was broke. I had to sell my stuffs. I had to sell some of my valuables I had at home to raise money to register my daughter in school. A good school at that, a private school. So since then, it has been a ritual for me. Every school resumption, I assist at least one single mom somewhere. Either to pay school fees for the child, maybe buy sandal, buy school bag, buy something, contribute something. It has always been. I do it as my children's gift to the single moms. I've been doing it. It's been 8 years. I don't give because I have money. No, I give because I've been there. I know what it means for a single mom to lack. I know what it means when that school resumption pressure comes. I know how it feels. I've been there. And ever since then, I always made sure that during holiday, go and ask in my kids' schools. I always pay school fees. The next time I pay during the holiday. Because I don't like pressure. That school resumption pressure, it can be disastrous. You can even have it all planned out and something can happen and you will not have the money, and then your kids will be looking at others when they, something. So I always plan it. Holidays, I plan for the next term. I've been doing that for so many years. So I understand the pressure of school resumption. That is why I help the little ways I can. As many as I can. And bad as it bad, if I know fit, at least one. Single mothers need education. We have grown past that era where you have to always please the society. Check your skin, man. Grow a thick one. There is nothing anybody would say that would remove hair from it. Anything anybody wants to say right now, I check myself for a mirror, I still they glow. They come out hair from my body, so why should I be bothered? Why should I bend to please you? And displease myself and be miserable, and then I'll come out and be all these type of bitter single moms? No. Take your decision, live by it. Don't bother anybody with your decision. They will adjust. Now see finish, they cause all those nonsense stress where they come from, family, society, blah, blah, blah. I am that single mom that changed the narrative in Nigeria. I am that single mom that is actually a role model to married women in their husbands' homes. Yeah, I'm their role model. When it comes to parenting, I am that single mom that married people come to for guidelines. Is a bragging right. I am that single mom that always leaves legacies in every school her kids attend. Go and ask. Nobody comes close ever. Nobody beats my record in all the schools my kids have ever attended in this life. I am that single mom. Oh well, I was that single mom. You understand? So it's time we wake up. Single mothers, please wake up. Mommy Davina, I am sorry you have to go through this. It's a painful loss, but you have to bear it, Charlie, because your kid, there's no justice. You're not going to get no justice. They've arrested the guy, Abi, in hand. Money go solve him. They go release him. Your Davina is not coming back. That is the disadvantage. You're seeking justice for this girl, but she's not gonna get the justice because Nigeria is a failed state. I am not one person that has any hope when it comes to Nigerian justice system. Because if you have 100 cases and then two get justice, that is not a justice system. I'm sorry, ma'am. This is what we call learning the hard way. It is so painful. If you're a single mom reading this, please be very careful. A lot of men are not even coming to your life because they care about your kid. They know that, okay, the way to your heart, yeah, pretend to love her kids, she will fall for you. Unfortunately, that does not work with everybody. As a single mom, always pray for the spirit of discernment. Don't fall for that first pretense they bring. Consistency. Check how long they're going to put up with that act of they like children. Because that's always how they come. They like children. Oh, they come for you as a single mom, thinking you are vulnerable, playing the like children card and trying to. I read somewhere a baby girl died because the mom's boyfriend hit her. That didn't happen in Nigeria anyway. It didn't happen in Nigeria. It happened in, I think, US or so. That was in December. A woman named Kira Stevens from Beaumont, Texas, asked her boyfriend, Bruce Caesar, to watch her 11-month-old daughter while she went to her new job. Listen, a few hours later, Bruce called her and said that her daughter had a seizure and was not responding. He said she was eating a cheese cracker and started choking. The baby was taken quickly to St. Elizabeth Hospital in Beaumont or whatever, but she died there. The police came and asked Bruce questions. At first, he told the same story about choking on cheese crackers. Later, he admitted what really happened that afternoon. He said the baby girl was misbehaving and bothering him while he played video games. Angry, he hit the baby hard to stop her from crying. A CT scan at the hospital showed that the baby had a broken skull, bleeding in her brain and left eye, and there were bruises on her upper back. He was sentenced to prison for 30 years. So apparently he's still in prison now. Now, this is just one case out of so many cases of people going to single mothers pretending to love babies and ending up harming their kids. Single moms, please understand that being alone is different from being lonely, number one, and being alone is better than being with the wrong person. One terrible one even happened in Nigeria one time. This one is not even a single mom. This one is her husband. Newborn baby was crying. This man beat the pikin with hanger, breaking hand. In Nigeria. He broke the baby's hand. He saw what he had done. He locked them in the house and left so that people would not see what was going on. He didn't give them the chance to even go to the hospital. You see how wicked a lot of them can be. So that's why I said a lot of men don't give birth because they don't have children because they love to be fathers. They want to be fathers. They want to be involved in their children's upbringing and care. They just want to have children to prove something to the society. Not because they love children. Because explain to me how a baby will be crying and you beat the baby for crying. Because that is the way they communicate, for Christ's sake. That is the way they communicate. Crying, they can't speak. So when they are crying, they are trying to bring your attention that something is going on. So you have to check thoroughly what is wrong. Are they sweating? Have they messed up their diaper? Are they okay? Is something biting them? How is their stockings or overall? Is there any tiny thread in between their toes or something keeping them uncomfortable? That is how they communicate. You find out what the hell is wrong with your baby and nurture them. Are they hungry? Are they thirsty? But no! This gender will be looking for where it's rosy. Of course, it's the woman's birthright to take all the pain that comes with raising babies. A lot of them would want it to be convenienced. Some of them have the habit of only coming to get the woman pregnant. They will disappear till the baby is maybe like 2 years plus. They will come back and impregnate the woman again. That is a lot of Nigerian men for you. It's just few men that are there for their babies, their wife. From pregnancy, they are supportive. At least I have a friend like that. But when it comes to all those ones, they don't believe they need to inconvenience themselves with the baby. If that cry, baby is crying, you are playing video game, baby is crying, and instead of you to check what is wrong with the baby, you rather hit the baby. I've seen some relationship, in fact not relationship, as a talking stage that I had to cut off because Charlie, the way you handle things concerning children speaks volume. That is what will even tell me if I'm going to do anything with you or not. I don't believe in that I need you. Therefore, I make excuses when the red flags drop. A lot of women need to pay attention. If the man cannot handle your child like his own, as a single mom, he doesn't deserve to be in your life. Know this and know peace. There are women that when it comes to single fathers, they don't even want to see the child of the man. They are threatened with the love the man is showing his child. Oh, they want the child out of the way, blah, blah, blah. Why? That is madness. I had to cut off one talking stage, one very sweet talking stage that year, where he got back to Nigeria. He was in Canada. When he got back to Nigeria, I had planned to visit him, and then he asked me one question. We had agreed that, okay, you are gonna come so weekend. I'm gonna be in Friday. Okay, so you're gonna meet me up, and then all right. He asked me, so where are you gonna keep the kid? That time it was just myself and my daughter. He asked me, so where are you gonna keep the kid? I say, oh, the kid, right? I'm gonna just, snap her, put her on Gigi and see who can buy, on discounted price so that I can just sell her off and come. He was like, why did I sound like that? He picked offense, so he was like, why would I give him such stupid response? I said, because you asked a stupid question. What the hell do you mean by where am I going to keep the baby? No, I'm going to throw her away and come and meet you. Onyoshi. That was the end. It was a sweet talking stage. In fact, I had goodies waiting for me. The goodies that we shopped together online that he brought. Goodies. But Charlie, bye-bye, because you're not all right. Anybody that truly cares about you would be rather looking forward to that meeting the baby. The baby that a lot of people were wishing they could call. When I had my daughter, people traveled from all over to come visit me. I'm not joking. My daughter was one of the most popular. They used to call her celebrity baby. People loved, because of how I carried myself, my pregnancy journey, my delivery. Everybody loved Kamsi. Everybody wanted to be Kamsified. And this baby, you are not asking me where I'm going to keep her to come do what with you. Charlie, that was the end of it. Women need to actually pay attention. No man is coming to do you a favor. As a single mom, have this at the back of your mind. They are not coming to do you any favor by being with you and your child. If a man is coming into your life and you're going to build the bond between him and your child, and the child is going to end up calling him daddy, you are the one doing him a favor. Getting a baby he didn't drop his sperm for. You people should stop making it look like these men are doing you favors. That is how they end up abusing you. Charlie, you are the crown. They are not doing you no favors. So people should stop chasing them with, if they say they don't want it, leave them alone. You don't have to keep pursuing, oh, you have to take responsibility, oh, you have to give them your name, oh, this and that. That is the level, that is the highest height of low self-esteem. inferiority complex. Why? If he says he doesn't want it, fine. Cut him off and move on. Raise your child. Oh, who will you tell your child the father is? Who will you tell your child the father is? I don't understand. So if the child knows that this is what happened, the child will die. And this is the reason, because when you people keep covering up for these men, you keep covering up for these men that abandoned, stated clearly that they don't want these children. You keep covering up for them. And then when the child grows, you are the bad person. Because when you are covering up for their dad, they're going to grow and go and look for their dad because, I mean, he's a nice person, right? And you didn't let me see him. So if they go looking for the dad, whatever the dad tells them is the truth. And all the time, it comes back to bite the women who covered up for the men, because it's as if they are now the bad ones. So always let your children know what's going on. Who does what? Let them make their decision. Stop covering up for men that are maltreating you and your children, because you are going to end up looking like the bad person. Let the children know. Don't go and be pretending that all is well. Oh, your daddy is a saint. Because if their daddy is a saint, then that means someone is a devil in between both of you. And if they grow up believing their daddy is a saint, you are the devil. Except, of course, you are the devil. Then we can have a conversation, because a lot of women too, they are annoying. They can be so cruel. They use the children as weapon against the men. But I'm talking about the men that choose not to be part of the kid's life or your life. Don't go running after them or begging them or forcing them. You are not helping matters. And don't go covering up for them. When you annoy me as my partner, my kids will know that this is what is going on. When we make up, they know that we have made up. When we quarrel, they know we are quarreling. I am not about to cover up for you and be the villain. No. They have to know who is doing what. You give them anything, they know you are the one that is bringing it. I'm not going to take no glory. I'm not going to let them believe, oh, I'm the one that is bringing it, when you are the one. No, I always let them understand. Anybody at all that gives my kids anything, people can testify. If you give my child anything, they will send you a voice message. I record a voice message and send to you that they are telling you thank you, because I tell them so person said I should give you this. I don't take all glory making them believe that, oh, everything that I give them is from me. They know the ones that are from me. When it's not from me, they know it's not from me. So don't go covering up for anybody. Let children see everything going on. If a man doesn't want you to let the kids know what's going on, I'm sorry. A time will come. The kids will find out what's going on, and it will not be the truth. The whole thing will be on you. Please, single mothers, hey, you are queens. Stop blaming yourself. I need you to freshen up. Wear your best. Go have some fun. Take care of your kids. Get a positive mindset towards life. Stop being angry. They don't exist anymore. Focus on your life, your dreams, your children's lives, and do not accept anybody running back. They don't change. If they can't be in your life with your child, they can't be in their life later. Don't let anybody manipulate you into believing that, oh, you're going to go to hell. You're already in hell. Let that sink in. Do with this video what you have. I don't know what else to say, because this one pained me. 13 years old. My mother cry. My children can't go on holiday. Hey, my mother. When I was in Nigeria, my mom used to come to Asaba, spend time with us, have fun. If we're going to visit her, we go together, visit her, we come back to her. I'm not ready to leave my children holiday where? For who? You. When something happens, you're going to come tell me sorry? After all I've suffered? Hell nah. I'm not about to let anybody traumatize or abuse or even buy my children for me and come and tell me sorry. I don't joke. I'm a very kind-hearted person, very sweet girl, right? But when it comes to my children, no, I'm not nice. They are my priority after myself, of course, because me, I can't pour from an empty glass, So I'm a priority. After me comes my kids. So nobody is bringing that bullshit around my way. People should learn to stop being wicked. You left her 13 years ago. Why the hell didn't you just stay away? You couldn't break her 13 years ago. You just want to break her. Then you just buy that girl. Whether now your wife buy am or now you buy am. Well, the bottom line is that she buyed when she visited you. Why? She be if the woman no gree, she come visit you now. Now still when I go begin talk, say she be bitter, this one, that one. She has not moved on. Blah, 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 blah. See why you should not be making decisions based on what people say. Ask yourself, what will this do for you? How will it make you feel? Not what people will say or how people will see it. How do you see it and how does it make you feel? That is your maximum priority. A word is enough for the wise. Well, may the soul of Davina rest in peace. And I pray that the reasonable single mothers out there receive sense. Because, Charlie, nah. A lot of them need divine intervention. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this whole thing. Because I can't wrap my head around how, if it be me, so let me not even say if it was me, because it can't be me. They look faces, they try them. But let me know your opinion in the comment section. Thank you for watching.